Welcome back to Hoosier Sports Night. Let's take a look at the Indiana baseball team who began their season last weekend in Sweet Home, Alabama at the Wiregrass Baseball Classic. In the opener against Troy, the Hoosiers went down 4-3 in 10 innings. That was followed by a 15-4 loss to Southern Miss the following day. But the Hoosiers were able to finish the Classic on a good note as they beat Georgia Southern 5-1 in the final game. Sophomore Tyler Tufts got the win, throwing a complete game six-hitter. The team will return to action on Friday, March 2nd when they head to Memphis for the AutoZone Classic. They'll face Eastern Illinois, Memphis, and Northern Iowa in the event.
The Indiana softball team also just began their season last week. They competed in the Crown Plaza Classic in Houston, where they sandwiched 3 losses between wins in the opener and a final game of the Classic, going 2-3 overall. Both wins were shutouts, 3-0 against Centenary and 6-0 over Missouri State. Pitchers Jennifer Moore and Monica Wright combined for shutouts in both wins, with Moore posting a 1.40 ERA so far this season. Jenny Lee Huddleston and Tori Yamaguchi led the team on the offensive end with 4 RBIs each. The team continues its season this weekend in Carbondale, Illinois for the Southern Classic.
Championship fever was in the air last weekend in Bloomington, and IU hosted the men's Big Ten Track and Field Championships. After a very good first day, the Hoosiers were in second place behind Wisconsin. IU was led by senior Kewan Lawson's win in the long jump and Jeff Coover's second-place finish in the pole vault. While Wisconsin was able to keep its pace, the Hoosiers ultimately were not, as they finished the championships in 5th place. Wisconsin runs away with it literally and figuratively as they finish with 120 points to Minnesota's 93 in second place. Michigan and Ohio State finished 3rd and 4th respectively, then the Hoosiers in 5th, who finished just half a point above Purdue as a result of finishing just 0.03 of a second ahead in the 4x400 meter relay. A nice consolation there for the Hoosiers. IU will participate in the Notre Dame qualifier this weekend, a prelude to the NCAA championships beginning on March 9th. In women's swimming, diver Christina Loukas has earned a number of awards this season. Hoosier Sports Night had a chance to sit down and talk with her.
I don't know. I mean, I was just diving to dive, so I was happy that they recognized me and gave me that award 3 times, so I was just happy about that. I really surprised myself, so I was really excited when I ended up diving that well on all the events. I mean, I wasn't expecting it all, and just to help our team win a championship for the first time in 4 years, I was just really happy for myself and for the team. And we, like he said, we were all working really, really hard this whole season, and for us to come to this meet and dive well, we just were really happy because it showed his work with us and just all that training that we've put in. But because it was so late at night, but I mean at the end of the meet when they gave us the award, we all jumped in the pool and spent a lot of time there until they kicked us all out. Before every meet, I just try to stay really relaxed. So I usually eat something or listen to music or watch a movie, just something normal that I do on a daily basis. And looking back on it, like before I even came to college, I wasn't expecting myself to do this well. So I don't know, I just hope it only gets better from here. It's really hard because being in such stressful situations, but I don't know, I just try to keep my body relaxed and keep moving and take a deep breath before I go and just let myself do the work. Finals at Big Tens is very stressful for me just because like the whole team is there sitting around the pool watching, and you just know that they're all counting on you to do well, so I just feel that pressure from them, and I want to do well for myself and for them. I rely on them a lot. They're my stress relief. Like we all have a good time, and they're like my closest friends, so I need them in the pool and out just to keep up, like just to have fun. My favorite moment is when I know I hit a dive and I just feel myself like glide through the water and I know I did it well, and I come up and I just hear everyone screaming. Well, I was a gymnast for 10 years and I was getting sick of that, so I turned to diving just for fun, and it came really easy to me, so I just kept going with that. So anyone older I looked up to, especially like, I don't know, I just remember all the gymnasts like Shannon Miller, just like gymnasts like that. I just loved watching diving like on the TV and gymnastics on the TV. Like I just enjoyed watching it. Next year I just want the incoming freshmen and just the younger girls to all be able to look up to me and be be able to come to me if they have any questions, because I've been through pretty much everything that they're about to go through, so I just want to be there for them. I mean, throughout the season, he just wants us to focus on the end, like the meets towards the end of the season, and just work up to those meets so that when we peak, it's at the right time and just so we dive well.
Before we wrap up the show, let's see what's going on this week for Hoosier sports teams. On Wednesday, the men's basketball team will look to overcome their road woes against Northwestern. Meanwhile, the men's tennis team will be at home hosting DePaul.
On Thursday, it will officially be March, and what better way to begin the month than with the women's basketball Big Ten tournament beginning in Indianapolis. The Hoosiers will be taking on Iowa in their opening round game. Also on Thursday, the men and women's diving teams will be competing in the NCAA Zone C diving championships.
On Friday, the women's basketball team will hopefully still be in the conference tournament. If they win their opener, they'll be playing Ohio State. The baseball team will be in Memphis kicking off the AutoZone Classic against Eastern Illinois. Meanwhile, Day 2 of the diving championships continues.
Saturday is senior day for the men's basketball team. They'll be looking to complete an undefeated home season as they host Penn State. Also Saturday, the softball team plays a doubleheader against Western Illinois and Ohio. The track teams will be competing in the Notre Dame qualifier, and the wrestling team begins the Big Ten championships.
Well, can you believe it? Almost no more Eric Sir, no more Rod Wilmot.
I'm going to miss the little guy. I'm talking about Eric Soar.
Yeah, I'm going to too. It's a sad thing.
But we still have the Big Ten tournament to look forward to, and hopefully the NCAA tournament as well. Make sure you check out all of the action here on Hoosier Sports Night. For Hoosier Sports Night, I'm Eddie Tucholsky.
I'm Chris Hopper. We'll see you next time.